What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Elo Bandit, and today I'm bringing you episode 4 of my Pokemon League analysis series. This battle is against Nishank, and I am using a team that is slightly different from what I've used in the past. This does have the same Volturn aspects. I do have Mega Manectric and Scarf Diggersby just like before, as well as my physically defensive Gligar and specially defensive Mew. Gligar in this battle does have Stealth Rock since I do not have my Suicide Lead Azelf. The thing that differentiates this team from my other one that I used was the fact that I have a Lansat Berry Ninjask and a Scope Lens Kyurem. Lansat Berry boosts your crit rate in a pinch, so Ninjask can spam Substitute Protect, and boost up his speed until he hits 25% of his HP, in which case Lansat Berry will activate and he can Baton Pass the speed and the crit chance to Kyurem, who has a Scope Lens. Scope Lens crit chance plus Lansat Berry Focus Energy crit chance is 100% crit rate, meaning that you crit 100% of the time and you never have to worry about special attack drops from Draco Meteor, meaning that you can spam it as much as you want and never lose power. This makes Kyurem an extremely potent sweeper and hopefully will be a serious asset to me this match. Without further ado, let's hop right into the battle. I lead off with my Diggersby and my opponent leads off with Metagross. He immediately switches out, not liking the matchup, but I do U-turn out. I go right into my Gligar, and he outspeeds this, of course, so he U-turns out also, not really liking the matchup, and I take the opportunity to get my Stealth Rock set. His Feraligatr goes ahead and decides to set up on my Gligar. I do knock off his Life Orb, but +1 Feraligatr with Ice Punch is enough to take out Gligar. I go right into my Manectric. He switches off to Metagross. I Mega Evolve, but his stats are not lowered because of his Clear Body. I Volt Switch out. I go directly into my Diggersby, and I aim a knockoff at Metagross. He actually just lets it die. He didn't have anything else, I guess, that wanted to take a knockoff. He brings in his Heracross, which does reveal that it has a Scarf when it uses Close Combat to take out my Diggersby. I go ahead and bring in Ninjask, thinking I can use this opportunity to set up. He goes into Heliolisk, and I Protect to get my speed boost going. I go ahead and sub up here, knowing that it's just going to boost up my speed while he can't really do a whole lot to me. So I stay in, keep substituting, and he actually Volt Switches off into his Mega Pinsir, which is a huge problem for me because the Aerialate Quick Attack is enough to KO me, and I don't like that at all, so I do actually have to cancel this Speed Pass and go into my Mega Manectric, drop his attack, and take basically no damage from the Quick Attack. He switches off into his Heliolisk, and I hit it with a Flamethrower because that would do a number on his Mega Pinsir. Hidden Power is enough to finish off Heliolisk because I do outspeed. For some reason, he brings Mega Pinsir back in. I do not know why. He decides to Quick Attack, and I finish it with a Volt Switch. That was a really, really poor play on his part, and it probably was a significant factor in this battle. I go ahead and substitute on the Feraligatr. As he Dragon Dances, I do get the speed boost, and I go ahead and Baton Pass that Focus Energy effect into my Kyurem. He crunches, gets rid of my sub, and I Draco Meteor, which crits, of course, because I have 100% crit rate. My special attack drops, but I do not care at all because crit means that it ignores all of your special attack drops or your attack drops and your opponent's defense boosts, so I am able to finish his last Pokemon off with a Draco Meteor crit. Okay, so I made 3 minor mistakes this game. The first one, of course, was letting Feraligatr set up and KO my Gligar for free. That was not a smart play at all. I definitely should have known that Feraligatr would carry Ice Punch. The second mistake was not predicting the Scarfed Heracross. When he brought that in on Diggersby, it should have been kind of a giveaway that it was Scarfed, otherwise there would have been no reason to bring it in. And then the very last mistake of mine was trying to set up too early with Ninjask before I took out his Mega Pinsir. It ended up not costing me the game, it ended up going fine, but it still was definitely a mistake. On the other hand, Nishank made 2 big mistakes. The first one was sacrificing Metagross to Diggersby essentially for free. He just let it stay in and take the knockoff, even when an Earthquake would have done the same thing, so I'm not sure what his thought process was there. If I was him, I probably would have switched out for Landorus, because that would have taken an Earthquake, which was probably the most likely move I would have used. And the second big mistake that he made was bringing Mega Pinsir back in against Mega Manectric to die, essentially. I guess he mispredicted the switch, and it essentially cost him the entire game, because I was able to then set up with my Ninjask and pass my speed and crit to Kyurem and sweep him. Good game overall, though, against Nishank. I was really happy that I was able to bring out that baton pass gimmick for once. Sticking with just the Voltron team was getting a little bit boring, so I am happy that I was able to actually showcase a real strategy.